I see an ooze there and I see it's pudding black. Oh shit, there's two now 'cause I did a slash attack. It burns my clothes, my eyes, it makes me go insane. It's the Extinction curse, it's really playing games. And I'm the GF Graham. And joining me today are Brian is Faith the Tiefling Monk,
Hi.
Ross is Oartius the Lizard Folk Swashbuckler,
Hello.
other Ross is Marion the Half Elf Oracle,
Hi.
Garrett is Fabian the Catfolk Rogue,
Hello.
and Patrick is Horatio the Half Elf Wizard.
What could possibly be behind this trap?
Yeah, so you might have noticed some ratty dudes, but how you got here is you decided you're going to continue in this swampy, marshy area beside your new campground outside of Escadar, where you're supposed to be putting on a show in a couple weeks, a little less than that now. And after clearing out these caves of wolves and this bar guest, you found some will-o-wisps in some quicksand, just some really nasty things. It's probably for the best that you're taken care of. And then continuing to the southeast across a rotted-out log, which contained the aforementioned black pudding. And then you have come up these stairs, which were trapped with these thunderous stones that clanged down the stairs as you went up, dealing some sonic damage to a few of you. But still, you trudge forward because there is this keep. There's this squat stone structure, somewhat dilapidated, with these little towers attached to it. And going in and trying to open the door, there's a bit of resistance there, and then these vials dropped, landing upon Marion, giving you an awful alchemical chill. And now, staring at the door through the crack in the door, maybe about 6 inches or so, lined up behind each other, there are two rat folk aiming crossbows in your eyes, in your face, in the general direction of you. So they aim straight at you, Marion, and they're both looking very kind of suspicious, looking at you, kind of ready to fire, just and you see kind of in addition to these little, like, they're hand crossbows, but with their small little rat hands, it's, kind of bigger, and it seems bigger than it would normally be. They also have their hands on these vials kind of down by their sides. So they're holding up like this, and then you can see they have these 2 or 3 glass vials between each of them. The one in front kind of goes, You're not with the thieves, are you? Hmm?
Excuse me, we've been trying to reach you about your wagon's extended warranty. No, I'm sorry, that's just a joke. Thieves. No, we're not thieves. We're with a circus. Do you know what a circus is?
As soon as you say this, there's another voice from within that cries out loudly and excitedly, Circus! And then a few bounding moments later, you see yet another rat folk. This one a little bit smaller. A female rat folk is trying to push up on the other two. You see the one in the back kind of try to push her back, but this one rat folk is kind of jumping up and down. Did you just say circus?
I certainly did, little lady.
Huh? Are you really circus people?
Yes.
But hi. Well, my name's Fidget, and you see the 3 rat folk kind of get into a tussling match where the 2 of them are trying to be cautious and hold the third one back that apparently is named Fidget. And she just keeps going, I mean, I'd love to talk to you a little bit about your experiences in your circus things. I would love to, please, they're fine, guys. We can let them through, it's fine. And after a moment, kind of manages to rip the one close to the door further back, which allows the door to fully swing open, revealing the interior of the small little structure here.
I put my short bow away.
You kind of de-escalate the weapons out. The 2 over here seem more suspicious, but this one here, who looks just like the other ones, but I'll let you know that this one is called Fidget. she's kind of like hopping back and forth, and you see she kind of carries these satchels and these pouches, and there are different vials and whatnot, but they're also apparently like firecrackers and like little fireworks also lined in some of these bandoliers and things that she's wearing. She says, so now she's taking in kind of all of you with the door fully open, looking at you going down the stairs there. Yeah, come in, it's fine, guys. We don't need to kill each other, it's fine.
I come in.
Yeah, I will follow.
Okay.
They seem like nice folk.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a squalid little squatter's paradise here. There's loose broken stones. There's little areas where you could climb into the tower and kind of see out over the swamp there. It gives kind of a commanding view of this little valley area. But a lot of graffiti on the walls, like little bits and ends and rubbish and sleeping bags and a little tiny campfire built in one corner. The two other rat folk there kind of lower their hand crossbows. They still have them out, but they're lower them a little bit. Fidget kind of goes, oh yes, circus folk, these are my siblings. This is Callum, and this is Lish. Lish. And they both give you a nod.
Hi, yes, we are. What's the name of our circus again?
Circus of Wayward Wonders.
Yes, we are from the Circus of Wayward Wonders. I am called Marion. We have with me Janglepuss the Clown and
Gives a
Faith
little dance.
Arabsiskin Ray.
Hi.
Hi.
Fidget is just absolutely ecstatic and is like looking over and kind of scoots by to Fabian. You're an actual clown?
I am. You should come to our circus.
Can I?
How welcome are Yosoki in general life? I mean, I've been to Escadar before. How,
Polite
would it be
society.
weird if a Yosoki came to the circus?
Not at all. They are definitely. You've probably come across a few Yosoki in your years as a circus folk. They do fit in pretty well actually, because they're usually outcast in some way or another. People.
I'm surprised there aren't any Isoki in the circus right now.
Yeah, no, that tracks. Definitely these little underlings and strange things. Fidget kind of scampers back and forth, is just so excited, can't contain herself. You're worried that with as much vibrating that she's doing, that she's going to have some of the firecrackers and different potions and stuff fall out of the bandolier. But the other two, Yosoki, kind of Callum and Lish, there look to each other and kind of they look kind of perturbed for a second. Lish comes out. Fidget, we gotta keep moving. Now that people know that we're here, we have a lot of goods, I don't know. These might know the constable or something. I just don't know. Fidget says, well, why don't you all just keep going, and I'll stay here with the circus. Yeah, no, it's easy. It'll be easier to run with like two of you, right? Then Callum and Lish look to each other again. Are you sure, Fidget? Like, you're just gonna go off with these circus people? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Kind of look to each other again. Okay, well,
Maybe we should discourage her if this is just a...
How old does a rat folk have to be considered an adult?
And how old is she?
Well, I feel like I've read too many stories about children running away to join the circus.
yeah. So rat folk. Yeah. Let's see.
I would be happy to roll a society check.
Sure. Go ahead. I'll roll a secret society
Yeah.
for you, Horatio. You know, best you can tell, this is a, regular Yosoki young adult, probably. Uh, this is they're rare folk. See what you see is what you get. Usually, it's
So definitely maybe.
yeah, probably.
Fidget, you want to join the circus, then?
That's what I've wanted for so many years. I saw a circus one time and I just realized that it seems so fun and so enjoyable. You just have to kind of make people laugh. And I can make people laugh. Watch!
And you see she begins to throw some of these firecrackers in the air, and it's sudden, explosions right above your head. You can tell that she's done this before because the other two rat folk don't really react. They just kind of roll their eyes. But she's, making all these patterns and stuff that begin to mini fireworks show just in the middle of this keep. It kind of glows different colors against the graffitied walls there, back and forth. So,
Do the firecrackers sound familiar?
Well, there's still the ringing in your ears from the thunderstones, so you can kind of tell that they probably have a lot of alchemical devices and things like that. You see there's a little box over in the corner that has some more vials and stuff in it. So they have a fair number of alchemical and little devices like that.
Got it.
But she gives this sudden little show, and it's she goes ta at the end of it, like she did some kind of crazy fireworks show.
What about her friends? She's just okay with leaving them suddenly?
I think it's her brothers.
She says,
Yeah, I mean, we're all related, but, there's also, 50 or other brothers we have or something like that. I mean, Soki have big families, so, it's no big loss if I just go off and join the circus. It's probably for the best, right, guys?
the other two nod.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that'd be...
I was pretty young when I went to join the circus, too, so...
So,
2 weeks ago.
the thing you need to know is that it's not just fun, it's also work.
And dangerous lately.
And traveling, and sometimes you have to help with pitching the tent.
Sometimes you sleep in the rain.
Sometimes you get attacked by a basilisk? No, it was a cockroach.
That sounds like so much fun.
Sometimes you confront your rivals in an epic duel on a seaside cliff. You send one jettisoning over the edge to their doom.
Shh, no, we don't talk about that part, remember?
Oh shit, sorry.
Wow! Being a circus sounds amazing! Okay,
Well, we can't technically stop you.
I mean,
so that's a yes?
Yeah, the best we could do is just not put you on payroll.
Okay, as long as you give me like a little corner to sleep in, and some seeds every once in a while, I'll be fine.
Oh, you're so sweet.
God, yeah!
And she screams in excitement. Her two siblings roll their eyes and start to kind of take this crate of alchemical things and kind of just leave with it. But for doing that, you all manage to have one little Yosoki known as Fidget added to your circus tricks.
Excellent.
Ta-da!
So this is an
Fidget's
unpaid
firework.
internship, right? Because she said you didn't need to get. You said you didn't care about money, so.
no, we're not going to be exploited.
Until her first act.
We're paying her an exposure.
And as you can see, she's pretty good with these fireworks, able to do crazy things with them, juggle sparklers and whatnot. And it's a level 5 trick.
It is
She's
very
immediately
much
our
true.
best performer.
Yes.
Besides us.
Our
Yeah.
best in PV.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, that's
She's looking very dapper.
yeah, the
That
little pants and
outfit.
stuff. Yep.
So
Do
listen,
we have a tailor that can custom make Yosoki clothes like that?
You probably have a costumer. I'm not sure who amongst your retinue is really the best. I mean, I'm sure Mordain has some or had some input into it. Maybe less so ever after the incident.
Being stoned.
But yeah, you probably have a costumer and can change people's appearances around.
So I couldn't help but overhear that you have surplus merchandise that you may be needing to offload. And I mean, I wouldn't know, but a traveling circus seems like a very good place to sell your merchandise. We just happen to be in the neighborhood, clearing out some wildlife. And we happen to find your little hideout, and, well, our curiosity got the better of us.
Let's see. I'll make a skill check for Marion real quick. So the two rat folk, just as they're about to like pick up this crate and leave, kind of think for a second. So, you say selling some of these goods? You know some buyers maybe?
Well, we might be buyers. It depends on whatever it is you may or may not have. Hypothetically speaking.
How long are you staying here for?
How long are we staying here for?
Until we can make enough money for passage elsewhere. So I don't know. I'd look to our bookkeeper for that kind of estimate.
At least one book.
We've 3 to 4 levels. We're committed to at least 2 weeks, and probably be here. Likely, I would preferably like to get at least 2 performances out of Escadar. 2 good showings up of the Celestial Menagerie, but kind of have to see.
The two rat folk kind of look to each other.
Well, the problem we're running up against is that, you see, these things that we have, technically, I suppose, didn't really belong to us. They belong to a thieves guild in Escadar, and we're kind of on the run. So, tell you what, we'll give you some of these if you never saw us, and you just take our sister and kind of forget you ever knew anything about this.
So you antagonize the Thieves Guild, and I'm gonna... Is she a target? Is Fidget... Are we gonna have the Thieves Guild coming after us if we take Fidget?
Right. How much heat are you currently experiencing?
Well, I mean, Fidget, no offense, she's not really that much of a threat. She has her fireworks and stuff, and that's great and all, but we're really the masterminds behind this whole operation. The kind of Fidget just kind of like smiles. You see, she's great, but we're...
Yeah, we get it. She's your heart. We have one too. Her name is Faith.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, so you see, you get how it works out. So, we just give you a couple of these just as like a thanks for taking her off our hands, and then we just keep going. Maybe find another place to hide out.
All right.
So the issue is, if we take items from you, and then we're seen with them.
Oh, that's it. They don't have that much marking on them, It's just a couple of vials, a couple of things that might be able to help you.
Alchemical items?
Indeed, they pull out a couple things. They pull out, let's see, an elixir, and then there's a couple of rolled up pieces of parchment that are a couple of different formulas for elixirs.
Well, anyone can make an elixir.
The But this is one we didn't have to make ourselves.
Oh, that's what I meant. Is you have an elixir? That's not incriminating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. So just, here you go. Take this stuff and we'll be on our merry way.
It will have been a pleasure not meeting you.
Likewise. I hope your circus does great. Here you go. Fidget, well, it's been cool. It's been real, but clearly your path and ours diverges at this point. So, best of luck to you. And Fidget goes over and gives them both around the neck, big, pulling in hugs, and kind of they get very close to the fireworks. And they're like, oh, hope they don't explode. I miss you guys, but I'll try to send you a postcard or something from when I'm a big circus performer. I'm gonna be in the circus. I'm gonna be in the circus. And gets very, very excited as they give you the items that they told you about, and then Lish and Callum kind of make their way, sneaking off down the stairs and away into the forest. Being as they kind of know what the things that they stole are, the elixir and is this one, a Greater Leaper's elixir.
Leaping lizards.
Oh.
Too bad we don't have anybody who likes to jump.
But it already does what?
Yeah, he already has that feat.
So somebody else can do it.
That's fair.
And then the formulae that they give you are the formula of how to make this elixir and also the lesser version of it as well.
Neat.
So, formula for lesser and greater leapers elixirs, and then an actual potion of greater leapers elixir.
I will take the formula.
Right, does Faith want the Leaper's elixir? She likes to run and jump.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Or should we have somebody who's bad at running and jumping take it?
It's also a good point. So it looks like the greater one.
Even with this, I think I'd fall on my face.
Yeah.
So the greater one increases how far you jump.
Yes.
The lesser one, all it does is it lets you jump as one action instead of two.
Yeah.
Well, no, it lets you jump higher. It doesn't let you jump farther.
Oh, right.
Right. I was trying to figure out what the difference between the two was. Okay.
Which is not something I can normally do yet. Jumping.
Well, if we ever come in a situation where it's necessary to jump very high, then we can give it to you then.
Alrighty, so for dealing with these rat folk and recruiting Fidget, you all get 110 experience points each.
Ooh,
What are we up to now?
710.
710.
Nice.
Alright. I think you'll fit right in here.
I don't suppose they saw anyone in the area, eh? Or, any other weirdos in the forest?
Oh yeah, have you seen any other weirdos in the forest?
Besides, and also, how'd you manage to not get killed by the black pudding? I really want to know.
The black pudding? Well, I don't know anything about that, but
or I guess the will-o-wisps. I guess you just didn't talk to them. That was the secret.
Well, we came up here, we were trying to hide, so we, if we saw a light, we kind of went in the opposite direction. But there was these wolves. We saw some wolves, and we just trying to hide up here. It was really boring, and to tell you the truth, I was like, maybe we just take our chances and just go, because it's so boring here. But my siblings are a bit more, reserved, I guess, and more cautious. So we just stayed in here for a long time, but I seen the wolves and like the bigger wolf, and there's a lot of bugs as we were coming into the forest. I tried to just kind of brush them away, but there are a lot of bugs. So
Okay, this is too much talking. I will see you all outside.
okay, well I can't miss you, so
I don't suppose anyone ever visited the wolves or anything was weird about them other than, there was a bigger one.
No, we tried to stay away pretty far away from the wolves. We didn't talk to the wolves.
Probably a good idea.
Was there anything else that you avoided besides the wolves and the lights?
Um, that's pretty much everything. You know, we I think it was a bear, maybe like a few weeks ago. But you know, just trying to hide out. That's kind of what we do. It's just life really is Shoki.
So maybe
Well, we're sort of clearing out the area so that we can get our circuit set up and make sure the area is secure. So if you haven't seen anything else,
we
Nope.
succeeded.
well, I think it's a good idea to at least sort of pace the rest of the area, make sure we didn't miss anything.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure. Well, being the middle of the afternoon, starting to get on toward evening, it is, well, not that late actually. It's kind of middle of the afternoon. I guess for the next couple of hours, you can look around, just make sure if anything else looks suspicious and whatnot. The only thing that you really notice is that kind of toward the entrance of where you kind of there are two different paths to go deeper into the woods. A log had fallen across one of them, and Fidget points out, "Yeah, the bugs were around there. I think that's where they were." And you can kind of see, even from this distance, like, a few centipedes crawling up and around the log. So there's definitely a bug presence kind of closer toward the camp area. It is up to you if you wish to deal with that or let it be. The rest of the forest seems to be fairly calm. You don't see any other major dangers or things around here, and the caves remain empty.
So we
On,
probably
on the scale of normal mosquito to Australian mosquito, where do the bugs rank?
Well, the centipedes you can see kind of crawling underneath this log are the bigger size. They're like 1.5 2 feet long, and you see a few of them kind of hanging out under and around this log. So other than that, they're like there are definitely mosquitoes and flies around here, but they're kind of the normal size and what you'd expect in a swampy, boggy area.
I think we should deal with them. I also think maybe we should spread out.
All right.
Why,
Well.
like spread out for the bugs or spread out in general?
Spread out as in, I think these are going to come swarming at us.
Swarming with a capital
Swarming.
S.
Yeah, it's with a capital S.
Well, I can't do anything about that. So,
He says, looking directly at the camera.
I'm going to fast travel you over to here. Wajah!
Oh,
So back toward the entrance where you came from. Fidget clears back up and gives you your space, but kind of points out to this log area right here.
I don't have any more lightning bolts.
Should we leave this? Well,
I mean, we need something to do tomorrow.
We have a show to start putting on tomorrow.
Yeah, we want to deal with everything today.
All right, let's squish some bugs then.
I've got one blur spell. Somebody stand next to me. So I can make you fuzzy.
blurry. I guess I'll find out how good I am at squashing bugs.
Pretty good, I assume.
Yeah, let's squish some bugs.
Squish some bugs.
So where are the bugs?
Well, as you kind of step forward and look for them, Oarshisk, right about
There
where
they
you
are. Look, found them.
Yep, because you immediately see a couple of swarms of centipedes begin crawling out from the log and advancing upon your location. Everybody, roll really whatever skill you want for initiative because you had time to prepare and find and see what was coming.
Are we still deafened?
No, you are no longer deafened.
Any skill, so like acrobatics.
Sure, like you're ready to jump out of the way as
Thing.
they.
I'm gonna roll crafting. No, perception is fine.
Gonna roll medicine. They're probably poisonous centipedes.
I am tempted to roll intimidation, but I just can't justify it.
Yell at them. I rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter what my skill bonus is. I'm going last.
Yeah, I'll just roll perception. Oh, I forgot to click my token.
I can put you in 19.
Okay. Yeah. 19.
All right, that should be everybody. So, top of the round, Oarshisk. You immediately are ready as you see these centipede swarms crawl out from underneath the log, and off in the distance, Fidget yells, "I told you so!"
Not gonna yell anything back, but this is a case of do I prefer 100 1-foot centipedes or 100-foot centipede? I'm going to try to slash at some, I guess.
All right.
So
wait, are these giant centipedes or are they giant centipede swarms?
It is a swarm of slightly larger than normal centipedes.
Got it.
Yeah.
That does make things more difficult for me.
It's hard to intimidate a swarm.
It sure is.
Okay, 26. So that is slashing damage, eh?
Yeah.
You slash through several of these. Seems that cutting up some centipedes seems to do all right. They take some of that damage, and a few of them are no more, but many more take their place out from underneath the log. So that's
Snicker
second.
snack.
All right. 20 will just hit. A few more of them get cut by your claws.
And then I don't know the rules from Swarm very well, so I'm just gonna raise a shield.
All right. Just like, ooh. Put up a shield to hopefully fend off some of these centipedes.
I don't know how that'll work, but I'll find out.
Okay, Faith.
Can I move between them? There's like a little bit of space here,
Sure.
so I kind of end up there, so that I'm flanking the centipede. I don't know if that matters.
All the whole swarm's attention is directed to me.
Exactly. And
Not a single one looking in his direction.
I'm gonna flurry on the centipedes.
Okay, that will hit. You punch a little bit of them, but your strikes are a bit harder to be effective because you're having to target these little things, so they don't take quite as much damage to the swarm as a whole as you would hope.
Maybe the 18 will hit if they're flat-footed.
Are they? That's what's. The rules?
Ain't no rule says it can't flank a swarm.
Okay, wait a minute. So,
Or maybe there's. I don't. This probably is. This is Pathfinder. So.
Oh, I swore. Where's this
Swarms are immune to grappled, prone, and restrained.
I'm not doing either of those things.
But let's say flanked, and they're not immune to being flat-footed. Yeah, fine. The 18 hits.
So they take 7 more damage.
Yeah.
And let's see if they're immune to being stunned.
It's like in regular Pathfinder.
Ah.
But not.
Let me see.
I want to make you look up all the rules.
They do have. Does that have? Does Stunning Fist have the mental trait?
I don't think so. I mean,
I just can't see how that would work, right? Like you're punching individual ones. You definitely stun one of them, but the entire swarm cannot be stunned with a single fist. I just can't. I can't wrap my mind around that. So I will say you cannot stun the swarm.
Stunning Fist does not have the mental. It has an incapacitation effect, and it has a monk trait, but it doesn't have any other traits that I can find.
Yes, it
Other than rule number 1, it doesn't say anything about that.
Yeah, we're just gonna say no on that one. Centipede swarms. Let's see. Or was that? That was all Faith's actions. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I got more actions.
You got one more. Yeah.
I'm gonna move away.
All right.
I'm gonna scoot down to here and see if I can find some more centipedes.
All right, you go down the path. Let's see.
Yeah, I've already been here.
Yeah, you kind of connect back up to. Oh yeah, down here is where the lake path is, but there's no log over here. I guess they're gonna just kind of crawl. Let's see what direction they go. They go this direction. And they go straight for Marion.
Cool.
They go all around you, and they are going to do swarming bites upon you. I need you to make a reflex save for me, Marion.
It's a reflex save.
25 is pretty good. No, it is a success.
25 still alive.
25 still alive. So you will only take 2 points of piercing damage for these bites. How? And, well... I think that... Yeah, if you succeed on the save, you don't take the other thing. But then they will do that second time, so I need you to make another reflex save.
Oh gosh.
13.
13 will not do it. You start to get some off of a few of them, but there are just too many of them. They start crawling up you and swarming around you. You take 10 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a fortitude saving throw.
Oh no.
Ooh, boy.
If you want to use it, but that's up to you.
Everyone's got a hero point for the beginning of the session.
I think I'll use the hero point.
There you go. 24 does make it. The other option would have been quite bad for you. So you managed to shrug off whatever toxic effect these centipedes are carrying with them. But then that swarms go. This swarm, unsurprisingly, will go swarm around Oarshisk.
Me?
Here. Yep, and will attempt to bite you all over with their swarming bites. Make a reflex save from the Oarshisk.
Reflex.
Oh no. This is the reflex save.
Yeah, sure. I'll let that stand.
Okay. You take 8 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a fortitude save.
8 points, and then a fortitudinous save.
A 19.
I'm worried that because I failed the previous one, does that make this one a critical failure?
No.
Okay.
It's not. It's separate.
Okay, I'll
Separate
take
save.
whatever effect it's gonna dish out.
Okay.
You get to do whatever.
All right. So that means that let me do this. Oartius, you are taking 5 points of poison damage, and you are flat-footed as this poison kind of sends you rocking back and forth a little bit off of your balance, as there's just something wrong about it. Ugh, this feels bad.
Feel bad, man.
Feels real bad, man. Also feels pretty bad because they continue to bite you. Where's flat-footed? There you go. With their third and final action, they will do another series of swarming bites. Make another reflex save for me. So that is only 3 points of piercing damage. And you're already infected by the venom. The poison coursing through your veins. Not feeling pretty good at all.
No.
Marion. Swarming centipedes all over you. What do you do?
I move to here, and then I cast a sound burst centered on that intersection there. So
Alright.
it should hit the centipedes and no one else.
All right. Burst of sound.
Now get into my spells page.
Some centipedes go flying.
Shazam.
All right. You have to make a fortitude save. They do succeed on that fortitude save. So half of that 13 would be 6. However,
It's
it is an
burst.
area. Yes. So they do take a bit more because of that fact. And a few of them you see just kind of explode with the burst of sound, although the most of them manage to get away from the burst. Alright,
Yay.
so that was Marion's sound bursting. Fabian.
Okay, well, let's slash at these things. I assume they cannot be sneak attacked or fainted, probably, considering they're a giant swarm.
Oh, Trixie.
So I'm just gonna start swiping at him with my rapier in desperate, like, ugh, disgusting. Swipe the first.
33. Yeah, that will critically hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you can roll that deadly. So it will be 12 plus d8, yeah. Plus 2.
Yeah. So 14.
14 points of piercing damage.
Because I'm skewering them.
Yep, you're just kind of...
It's like poke, 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 poke.
Yep, like picking up
You
trash.
have
Bobs.
damage to that one you skewered.
It carries over.
I'll,
It's like
a lot of
Escadar. You
rap-
get a lot lined up.
Nice. I will continue with that.
A 20 will also hit. Not quite the most effective thing to just be... You only get like 1 off of that skewer.
And I guess I'll strike the third time.
10 will miss, unfortunately.
Well, they are small. It's a hard target.
Yeah, it's moving. You're trying to stab them too.
Yeah, it's like
Ratio.
I'm gonna electric arc them.
Alright. Lightning goes across both of them, so the one closer to you makes a reflex save. And fails. The one further away from you will succeed. So that's lightning damage. Yeah, they don't like that. That lightning kind of finds purchase in coursing between the centipedes in the swarm. So that, and then that. Their numbers are reduced in each swarm, but not quite destroyed. Technically, the swarms are bloodied. Interpret that how you will.
And
That is half of them are they're smaller.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just yeah. Get a little farther away.
A little farther away. All right, then we come to Oarshisk.
I guess I'm gonna try to claw them off of me if I can. Well, can I try to tumble through?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to tumble through to like get them off of me, basically.
Do a bunch of rolls.
Acrobatics against their reflex DC.
All right. 31 will do so. You're able to roll.
So I'll get over here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try to slash at them.
All right.
Bam.
21 shall do it. 9
12.
points of slashing damage. The precision damage does not seem to affect them, unfortunately. But the slashing does. So it's not looking super hot after that.
Again.
With that rolling off and then just slashing them as they fly off of your body, the lizard folk claws slice through and destroy the last of the centipedes in the swarm. Alright, so those 3 actions for Oarshisk. Faith.
I moved too far. 2 actions to move back to here. Not
Run back into the forest.
near anybody. And I'm gonna punch this one twice, but I'm gonna use a key strike on him.
Woo.
So he takes 7 bludgeoning and 12 force. Max
Oh.
damage on that force damage.
Jeez, yeah. So you get that force. There's a punch, and then there's an after effect, and that shock and burst sends centipedes sprawling everywhere.
And the second half of the flurry probably misses.
14 now.
14.
We'll miss, unfortunately.
And that's all my actions for today.
Okay. Centipedes, Oarshisk, I need you to make another fortitude saving throw for me.
Got it.
All centipedes on him are dead.
But the poison
I guess he's
seeping through Oarshik's veins continues to course in you. You take another 8 points of poison damage.
Ouch.
Yes.
I wince.
Wince in pain. The Faith who just blew up a bunch of them is pretty upsetting. So this remaining centipede swarm will swarm around Faith and do another series of swarming bites. Faith, go ahead and make a reflex save for me. 19 is technically a failure, so you take 4 whole points of piercing damage. But then I need you to make a fortitude saving throw.
That's what I'm worried about. Am I worried enough? I'm gonna use my hero point and reroll that one.
Alright, hero point. Oh!
Went lower. Oh, no!
Lower.
I'm a 4 to a 2. Can I use the 14 instead? I don't think it matters. They're both a regular failure.
Kind of does matter.
But I think the rule is if you use a hero point, you have to take the second roll, whatever it is, right?
Yeah, to reroll a check and use the second result. So Faith, Something about this poison just interacts very quickly with your tiefling blood, and you are, not doing so hot. So that would be that, which means you're going to take 9 points of poison damage. You are going to be clumsy 1 and flat-footed.
So that means he can't take opportunity attacks, right?
Clumsy, you take a penalty to dexterity-based checks and DCs, including AC, reflex, range attacks, and skill checks using acrobatic, stealth, and thievery.
Oh, okay.
Does that mean that Oarshisk should also be that?
I didn't critically fail.
No.
But you failed and
The
then
second
failed,
one,
right?
yes. Thank you for pointing that out. Yes, Oarshisk, you are also
Definitely
clumsy
both
one.
at level 2.
They're both level 2 now, yes.
Oh, if it works
Because
like
you
that.
failed the second, you were at stage 1, you did fail this one just now. So you are at stage 2, so.
Okay, so it's a disease, or I guess, do poisons work that way too?
Poison! Yes, it's a virulent centipede poison.
Hey, it does work.
So
when I added the clumsy and the flat-footed, it corrected my AC.
Oh, nice. Nice automation features. And then the centipede swarm will do its last action to also keep biting Faith, so I need you to make a reflex save, which is a little harder now, given your clumsy 1 condition. Oh, man.
Or so you claim.
You failed by 1. Because of the poison coursing in your veins, you take an additional 8 points of piercing damage. The centipedes bite you all over. Marion.
I'm going to cast Guidance 3 times. Once on Arashisk, Favian, and on Faith.
Guidance. Alright, you guided. That guidance bonus you got there. Fabian.
Let's go help out this friend. Let's try this again. So I won't use the guidance on the first strike, because that's the most likely to hit, probably. Phew.
32 will do it and be a crit, so go ahead and roll that deadly D8.
It's rolling.
16,
Another 2.
18. That is enough to destroy the last. You just begin skewering, running through one after another to destroy the centipedes. Let's see. I guess it kind of matters about the poison at this point. So you can both tell, although the centipedes are destroyed, both Faith and Oarshisk are having a rough go of it, feeling kind of sickly and woozy, staggering a little bit. So we will stay in initiative for the moment. Fabian, technically you have 1 more action left if you want to try to help them out in any way.
I do not have any medical skills. I mean, I'm trained, but I am trained. I don't have anything to help them with, though, item-wise.
Do you have healer's tools?
I do not. So I guess I will spend my turn being like, there.
It's okay. Pat Faith on the back a little bit.
Yep.
Horatio?
I am looking through my items. I don't think I have. I have a lot of things. Nope. I spend my turn looking for anything I might have that could help, and I don't find anything. Yep. I have antidotes, but I'll look.
Oarshisk?
Is it a fortitude save? Yes.
Yeah, it'll be a fortitude save when their turn would be. It's because it's like
Okay.
the round counter.
I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do, right? besides just wait and hope? Can I make a? Is there anything I can do to make another check or something?
Really has to involve some kind of healer's tools and
Try
equipment.
to suck out the poison.
I guess, yeah, if you did like a full, I'd say make a survival check in that case to see if you can do one of those, Bear Grylls, sucking out the centipede poison to help you out at all.
Not that I don't. I mean, I think if it's already affecting me, it shouldn't work like that.
But
Don't try this at home, kids.
A 20 is not quite enough to beat the poison's DC. You try to do it, but it doesn't. You're biting through like scales, and trying to suck through there. It doesn't work out very well. So Arshus attempts to null the poison within you. Faith.
I'm gonna try to treat poison on myself, which is a single action.
Yep, sure is.
Haha!
That's a
Critical success.
Critical. You get a +4 circumstance bonus to the next save against the poison.
Move over here and do the same thing.
All right. That is a regular success, so Arshus will have a +2.
Okay.
So now would be the point where both Faith and Arshus, you can make your fortitude saves. Faith with a +4, Arshus with a +2.
Can I get a +1 from guidance as well?
Is a status bonus, so yes, you could also use guidance if you'd like.
As could Faith.
Yeah.
I think technically the time for that has already passed for you. Well, for everybody.
Oh.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah,
You haven't
your
had-
turn
No,
yet,
guidance is my turn. That's right. For some
Yes.
reason, I thought it was the target's turn.
So Faith, that is a success. Which brings you down there, and Arshus, that's a success for you as well. So neither of you are clumsy
Thank you for the
anymore.
guidance.
Yeah, thank you for the guidance. Ooh. So that kind of helps recover a little bit. However, it's still, this poison is a little persistent and persnickety, so it continues to go within you. Faith, at this point, you're just flat-footed, taking 6 points of poison damage. And then Arshus, you are flat-footed and taking 5 points of poison damage.
I don't go up to 61. I go up to down to 31.
Any assistance from the lot of you, or you just want them to try to continue to get better on their own?
I mean,
Faith can do treat poison, but that's about it, right?
Yeah, and I could aid her in treating poison.
Sure, if you want to make a medicine check. DC 20 to help out the treat poison check.
Yeah, I can only help one attempt.
Sure.
So whichever one she does first.
Fabian can help,
Yep,
Yeah.
I can help.
right?
Let me try to. Yep, let me try to.
Sure. Fabian, you try to assist, but however, does not help.
Well, as long as it doesn't make it worse.
Yeah, so we would get back to Faith, which you can continue to try to treat the poison on each of you. You can get a +2 from one of those medicine checks from Marion.
I'll use a +2 on myself. Just didn't help because I failed anyways.
No, it doesn't really help on yourself.
Oh no, that's a critical failure.
that?
Is that the treatment on Arshus?
That was treatment on Arashik.
Arshus, you take a -2 penalty to your next save.
Oh no.
Which is right now. Faith and Arshus, go ahead and make your fortitude saves. Arshus with a -2 penalty.
Another crit failure.
Oh,
Ugh.
no.
Okay,
Oh.
you're pointing that one. I can't keep doing this.
Wow.
Amazing.
Hey.
Oh! That hero point comes in handy. Arshus, even with Faith's kind of like wooziness back and forth, Arshus managed to completely eliminate the poison from your body, kind of being hardy. Faith, not as happy, not as good about that. Faith takes another 3 points of poison damage, but at that point, the poison kind of begins to fade and runs its course and runs its duration. So, you feel sick for a while, but after a little bit of retching and using the last bit of poultices and whatnot from your healer's kit, are able to treat the wounds. No permanent lasting effects from that, but just a lot of... Yeah.
I'll hit us with a 3-action heal here.
All right, 8 hit points to everybody.
8 hit points.
Yep. And for besting these little centipedes, you each get 60 experience points.
Nice. So close, kind of.
Kind of. 3/4.
It feels close.
A C+.
Well, okay then.
Marion, did you take the Wand of Heal?
I sure did.
Okay. I wondered why that was on party inventory, because nobody but you can use it.
Right. No, I definitely
No,
took
you
it.
really should have it. Take that off.
Alrighty, with the centipedes bested and dealt with, you look over what was once a hostile bog teeming with things that would destroy you and harm the circus, the roustabouts, and anybody in this area. You kind of give yourselves a pat on the back. You feel like job well done. And just in time for dinner, as it's rounding into evening, and seem to have pacified the area around your new home here outside of Escadar.
We have group inventory that is gold, or that is gems, right? That are worth gold, that could be cashed in, right?
They certainly could. Sounds like maybe you want to take some downtime to do some shopping, huh?
Yeah,
Maybe,
so we
maybe.
have... So we have 80 gold worth of garnet. We have 45 gold of gold. We have 10 platinum of gold. We have an engraved silver lensatic compass, which says always find your way back to me. Maybe we do, maybe we don't want to sell that.
I mean, we never know.
We have some emeralds, actually,
it.
which are worth 60 gold.
How many emeralds do we have?
I just have emeralds, 60 gold. So it may be 6 worth 10 gold, or 10 worth 6 gold, or...
I
60
see.
gold
I
worth
see.
of emeralds.
It's
60
a
gold
total.
worth of emeralds. I got it.
Not emeralds each that are worth 60 gold.
Right. So we could sell the garnets and the emerald, I suppose, right?
Yeah, we certainly could.
So that
That'd be a good thing.
is...
And we have 10 platinum or 10 gold worth of platinum.
So we now have, let's see, 10 platinum is 100 gold. So we have 255 gold pieces.
That's great.
Yeah, nice.
And can we use some of that gold to purchase circus upgrades?
You certainly can. Let's see here.
I need to get some new clothes.
Yep.
Sure you do.
Your clothes are still
This
quite
is a
tattered.
great opportunity for
We could go into town on a shopping trip.
runes.
Yes, yes.
Into town on a shopping trip.
into town. into town, but what about
Yeah,
him?
yeah. What about him? Yeah, let's go into town.
Yeah, but how many striking runes has he got?
But you
And
know.
how much money does he have to spend on buying our stuff?
Oh, you guys are going into town to buy things? Okay. Well, I guess that's fine, but, well, just if, I could also get things for you, but it's up to you, I guess. Okay.
Well, we'll go into town, and if we can't find what we're looking for, we'll come back and talk to you.
Oh, thanks. I, really appreciate that. Makes me feel like part of the team. Okay, well, I guess bye.
Yep,
I guess.
you're the best backup plan anyone could ever ask for.
Thanks, I think. Bye. So you leave Sufjan behind, returning into Escadar, into the streets there. So, yes, you have a good amount of time, assuming that the day after you go through the swamp and clear out all that you can, taking a long rest that night, healing up a little bit. Starting off the next day, you are able to go about your business and try to buy things you want. Escadar is a thriving port town.
I think before we go to bed, I could heal us up enough that we could be healed.
Oh, sure.
When we wake up in the morning.
That you can definitely do some. Also, you have a fair amount of downtime at this point, so we'll say, for expediency, that you're able to heal folks up back to. With between the healer's gloves and healing and magic that you have, that is easy enough to get people squared away and where they need to be. So, does anyone have any ideas of things you'd like to go about the town and try to acquire? I'm starting off on Wheel Day, the 4th of Neth. As far as kind of timing of things goes, so it's currently Wheel Day 4th of Neth. So Wheel Day is like a Wednesday. You have 2 weeks-ish to put on a show. You met with Ender Peldrine and, the chief constable, and gave you this thing a couple days ago on the Moon Day, the 2nd. So you have all of the rest of this week, which is about half over, and all of the following week as well. Typically, people come out to circus shows much more on Star Day and on Sunday. So either the 13th, 14th, or 15th of this month. So that gives you between probably 10 or 11 days or so. And usually the 6 days leading up to your show is what you can do to promote your circus and get ready for the next show. So you have a few days in terms of just general downtime, and then, this coming week will be kind of focused on preparing for the circus.
And so I don't want to get better armor, right? Because then that has a dex cap, and I can't apply the dex to the AC. Is that right? It becomes less good?
Yeah, depending on the armor, it might have only a certain amount of dexterity bonus that you can apply toward it.
Yep.
Now, you did ask me about circus upgrades.
Yes.
Don't we have a separate circus money pool?
But we could purchase a +1 potency rune to attach to armor.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Or
would
you could
be...
just buy that armor +1, depending on what's for sale.
That is a lot, though.
Yeah,
+1 armor potency is 160 gold.
Oh.
A striking rune is 65 gold.
Is the striking rune the +1 to attack and damage?
A striking rune is just a damage.
Okay.
Extra damage die.
Yeah, the potency rune is
extra
the
damage
+1.
die.
Right.
Striking is extra damage die.
So I would very much like a potency and striking rune for my short bow.
Sure. As far as magic items go, I'd probably say that you can't find anything that's really higher than your level. So items like level 5 and below, those are easy enough to acquire so far. Escadar's is a much larger town than Aberton, and it's kind of the largest town in the Isle of Arran. So there's a lot of traders, a lot of people coming back and forth, but nothing particularly flashy or glitzy or super powerful. So in general, if there are magic items that are your level or below, you'd be able to acquire those with the money you've got. Patrick, you asked about the circus's funds. Right now I have the circus has a pool of money that is 26 gold pieces and 5 silver for potentially doing another show. Your prestige, which kind of determines what a lot of things you can do with the circus, is currently at 4. So with that, you can now purchase a tent expansion to get a big tent, and you can also purchase spotlights and a safety net and watermarked tickets. Now, the safety net, that is, it reduces the DC, or it makes it less likely that you'll get injured if people have kind of injury traits on their tricks. So that safety net costs 20 gold pieces. The spotlights give you a +1 bonus to your circus's prestige, just automatically increases that. And you can also opens up a new role as the lighting coordinator, the lighting guy, which gives people a bonus to their tricks if they use deception or thievery. So that's something you can do that. The spotlights cost 40 gold pieces. And then the tent expansion increases what your maximum anticipation can be. So right now, your anticipation is a maximum of 20. With the big tent expansion, it goes up to 50. And that big tent expansion is 40 gold pieces as well. In addition to that, you have watermark tickets, which increases your payout calculation, but watermark tickets are 50 gold pieces. And there's a bunch of temporary things, like for that specific show, you're able to purchase beer, which is only 5 gold, and also you can do merchandise, basic quality, but merchandise, which carries over anticipation to the next show. So whatever anticipation you end up with, 25% of that goes into the following show.
Is anyone else having very sudden, very strong Roller Coaster Tycoon flashbacks?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Yep. So, and you know what? I realized maybe there is a handout here. I'm gonna double check and see, so you can kind of see what some of these are. But just to give you some ideas of the things that you could buy for your circus.
I don't think we need the spotlights. I don't think we need the safety nets.
Confidence, I like it.
No safety nets. We have Featherfall. What else could go wrong?
And we have a medic standing by too, right?
But the tent means we can make more money.
The tent is nice. The tickets are also nice.
I think I'm in favor of. I like watermark tickets just on principle.
With maybe some ivory colored tickets.
Here we go. I will make this available to people now. So payout and prestige kind of says how the circus makes money, but if you keep going down toward the bottom, there's circus upgrades, permanent upgrades, and that's kind of where you can see what your different options are. And again, your prestige is now 4. So safety net, spotlights, big tent, watermark tickets are some things you can potentially buy.
So acoustics. Interesting.
So we have 550 gold to spend.
225.
225.
Sorry, we have 255 gold to divide amongst us and that's our player loot. So if we want to spend some of that on the circus, we can. Or we could just take the money and run.
I think we should get the tent expansion,
Yes.
and for this next show, get beer.
And what does beer do again?
Beer is delicious.
Okay,
So-
circus generates an additional 2d6 anticipation.
Yep.
However, the heckler event is automatically triggered in addition to other random events.
Those
There's
are
always-
paid to their teeth.
Yep, always a
And-
chance that bullshit can happen.
Tricks with the audience trait get a +2 circumstance. Is Ross's trick an audience trait?
I mean, it ought to be. If you ask me, these trick traits are extremely... What's the word?
Restrict.
Yeah, they're very stingy.
Yes,
Could they
there-
only give 2 to start off with or something?
You get one to start off with.
1 to start off with.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now that you have Fidget on your team, you can now add the alchemical and prop traits to your tricks. So if you have things that do with alchemical devices, or potentially with, some prop comedy involved there. that
No
might have-
prop comedy. We're a classy circus.
Yeah. So alchemical.
Maybe you can pick up a prop.
Alchemical, you can expend an alchemical item and give you a +1 circumstance bonus to your trick check. But it consumes the item. And then the prop, if you use the crafting skill on there and you're crafting different little things for your trick, you can use that and you'll get a +1 if you have the prop trait and you use the crafting skill.
Like
I would be very good at that. Not that I'm a
Mhm.
performer.
You make balloon animals.
I like Marion's idea.
Well, my trick doesn't actually have the audience trait. It should.
Wait,
But
can we
rough.
add more?
Yeah, can't you add one now?
So at level 5,
No, because audience is society specifically.
at level 8, you can have 2 trick traits.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. They are
Wow.
stingy.
Hey, it's a long climb to be a legendary circus performer.
So yeah, no, we shouldn't get the beer. It's pretty much just a net negative for us.
It's an annoyance.
If I wanted to do Arcana trick, I would be using Intelligent Beast. So like trap a Medusa or something.
Whoa. Thinking about joining the circus proper, and not just being a stage manager, but in a little
Probably
talent?
not. But
Ah,
thinking about what if.
what if?
So I am okay with spending some of our money because I don't have that much to spend on because full casters don't get nice things in this game. So I do not need +1 rune. I do not need striking rune. I cannot afford armor rune. I'm just gonna buy a couple of spells.
I mean, I would like striking rune. If there was striking runes being passed out.
Well, there is gold to be passed out, so we have to determine how much gold we're going to get individually, and then if you can afford it after that. We are getting if we distribute all of the gold, we get 51 gold each.
When striking runes are 60. 5.
65.
I don't mind giving you a portion of my share to buy what you need, because in terms of loot and gear, I'm doing pretty okay. Like, I don't feel like there's anything I'm necessarily dying for, so I'm okay, like, trying to get other people also geared up.
Yeah, everybody else could use a striking rune.
Yeah.
It's always helpful.
Yeah, even Marion. So yeah, we'd like 5 striking runes, please, or 4.
You go to the rune sage of Escadar, and he says, "Oh yes, let me carve you out these runes." Long gray beard and gray hat. Here you go, your rune of striking, young man, and then one for you and one for you. That will be the normal amount of gold it usually is. Ah. And you receive
So,
runes.
15.
Well, now you
Is
make
there
me
a
want to look
bulk
it up and make sure.
discount?
Of course not. What am I? Some kind of store in the Amazon where I can just give out reduced rates and run other people out of business? No, that's not what the
Well,
striking
that's a good
wizard
idea.
of...
You know, I
No.
bet
No.
those stores in the Amazon have next day shipping.
That's
'Cause they-
insane. Why
because they
do you
send
need it
everything
the
by
next
ship.
day? That's absurd.
Kids these days always rush, right?
That's...
So everybody take your 51 gold. I am marking that off the party inventory.
Okay.
I will even put it in the chat.
Okay, I need a little bit of help. Because, well, I guess I could wait. But I don't have enough for both a potency rune and a striking rune.
Yeah, it's 100.
Who needs gold and how much? I'm certainly willing to spot people if we can, or like give it people if,
I mean, but you need it just as much as we do, though.
Yeah.
I guess.
And you never know, we may be ending up on one of those towers soon, and those towers may have
Other runes. It's
other
true.
runes.
I have eventually my eye on a Staff of Abjuration, which is why I am buying Alarm and Endure elements. So that once I have at least 115 gold, I can start crafting a Staff of Abjuration.
That's a lot of gold. But happens sooner.
Well, I'm gonna spend the 1 silver piece to get a new outfit.
Oh, that's right, because you don't have any clothes on. Slash.
I'm wearing a robe. I'm wearing a bathrobe and probably some slippers.
Sure,
And
sure.
so I need to get a rug because it ties the room together.
Ha,
I'm gonna dress up like Lebowski.
the faith. It's just the faith, man.
Oh yeah, now is a good time to start thinking about like infiltrator thieves tools. Is there an improved repair kit? I don't think there is. Because infiltrator thieves tools are 50 gold. But if you want something to spend money on, Garrett, they give you a +1 item bonus to pick locks
but
and disable devices.
I found infiltrators tools.
Oh, you already have
Why-
them. Okay.
Yes, that's what I mean. Like, this game just keeps giving me the stuff I want.
Yeah. Well, you can
It's
grab
been good to
some
me.
extra picks in case they break.
Yeah, that's true. How much
I
is the extra
don't-
picks?
The extra picks are 3 silver.
How many comes in the base pack? Does it actually say?
1.
1.
So if you
Oh,
critically fail, you break your tools,
Oh,
and you
yeah,
have to
let
buy
me-
new picks.
Let me buy myself some picks while I'm here. Thank you, that's good. I will buy up some backup picks.
I don't
I
think
could-
the
I could get
repair kit has a.
Bandit healer's tools.
Oh, it does. Superb repair kit.
Can't figure. Oh, they're a level 3 item, so I can buy them.
How long has it been since my character has been an Escadar?
I guess item bonuses don't stack, right?
Correct. Different types.
There-
So Oarshisk, it's
As my
been
gloves already
over a
give me a
year
+1
at
bonus.
this point. Like it's been a solid year of being the Wayward Circus of Wayward Wonders, plus the couple of months like the stuff that happened in Escadar or stuff that happened in Aberton. So I'd say 14 to 15 months.
I'd kind of like to wander around the city, maybe see some old haunts.
Sure.
I have a clandestine cloak.
Yeah,
So, like,
just blending in a
clandestine
little bit.
out.
People don't stare quite as often as at a lizard folk like you.
Just kind of scope out the city. Anything unusual going on? I guess kind of. What's that? Gather information or
Sure.
is that like society check thing that people can do?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Or does it normally take like a week or something like that?
Let's see here. Society, forgery. There is the diplomacy action for
Oh,
gather information. Now you could spend a day trying to get some information. Is there a specific kind of thing or kind of bit of gossip or information that you're looking for?
At first, generally, but then I would like to know what the menagerie has been up to in the last year.
Okay. So while people are going about their business, visiting the striking sage, getting your different equipment and different things and whatnot over the few days, Oarshisk does a little walkabout about town. Oarshisk,
Kind of listening in if I like hear anything or something
Mhm.
like or see something.
So you walk about town for the better part of a day, and occasionally you will hear people talking about the Celestial Menagerie, but dishearteningly, they're excited. They want to go. They're ready to go to their next exhibit, this next show. They say there's strange and wondrous things there that some people are excited to see. Occasionally, maybe once or twice during your walk around town, you will hear somebody whisper about a new circus in town, a rival that's come out on the outskirts. Should we go to that? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Not quite sure.
Did people, or are there flyers? When is the menagerie's next show?
So the Celestial Menagerie has kind of an open area that is usually open daily for carnival type game. It's kind of like an set open carnival that occasionally will have big productions and shows and that kind of thing. So a lot of people it's open pretty much every day. And that was another one of the things that was pretty brutal about working under Mistress Dusklike, that she was a relentless taskmaster and had people coming in 7 days a week to do things. She's not going to lose out money. So you don't hear anything about another big performance about it. Some people are wondering when's the next one going to be, but it's always a mystery. It's a few days before there'll be some flyers that go around for Celestial Menagerie, the angelic exhibit or something like that, and there will be a big production. Nothing like that seems to be going on recently, and there's not a lot of like clandestine or secret information that comes out of your walkabout. It seems the people of Escadar have gotten used to the circus and maybe really don't know fully all of the depraved things that Mr. Dustlight was capable of. So, not a lot of extra rumors or information based off of that, but you get the sense that she still has this grasp over the town and a grasp over the Celestial Menagerie.
Part of me, I guess when I get back to people, part of me is worried that when she gets wind of what we're trying to do, I don't know, she could try to schedule a show at the same time, just to be vindictive about it.
I mean, but then she runs the risk of not getting as...
I mean, unless she's cocky enough to think that she's just going to pull everybody, right? But I guess we can worry about that when it comes to it. But knowing her, that's a possibility.
Absolutely.
Isn't she down a couple of performers, though? I mean, we're also down a couple of performers, but...
Killed.
I mean, what's his name defected and the other guy died, so that's definitely 2. And now 3 because of the
demon.
The demon.
But
that was like a sideshow, right? That wasn't.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's right.
Yes,
I'm sure she
Caltech.
values
the
each
Barghast.
one of her performers.
So what we should do, and I don't want to be the one to say this, but we should try to antagonize her so she does something stupid, and then we don't necessarily want to kill the other performers, but we can at least just beat them up really badly so they won't be able to perform.
I don't.
That seems
Does
like
that
a
make
bad
us
idea.
any better than her? Intentionally maiming the people that are suffering under her, so that we can.
I
Put her out of
mean,
business.
well, that is true. Because
Listen, Dusklight is entrenched, and she is vindictive. She is actually pretty smart. So I don't think that we can goad her into doing anything too stupid.
If anything, she's going to try and goad us into doing something stupid.
Bingo.
so we have to
Like
not do that.
sending her smarmy asshole to try and convince the authorities to kick us out, for example. It's obvious what she was doing.
So I guess we just do our thing, but just keep an eye out, right?
All we have to do is put on a better show than hers.
Consistent.
That is something she's never seen, and who knows how she'll react to that.
So speaking of which, for this downtime, can we work on a circus trick for Fidget? Or just does she come with one built in?
She comes with it built in. Fidget takes naturally to the circus life. She is ecstatic to be here. She's just soaking it all in and loving every moment of it. So Fidget kind of develops a routine pretty much on her own. You know, it kind of gets the sense that you guys are the leaders. You have some important things to take care of. So spends a lot of time with the dwarven throwers and their cannons and whatnot. And it's like, oh, I should do this. And the dwarves and Fidget get along pretty well. So yeah, by the time your show will be ready to perform, Fidget will be ready to go with her full trick available to you.
Would anybody like to loan me 4 gold pieces?
So I noticed we also had the chime of opening, which we intended to just straight up sell. So everybody else gets another 23 gold, 5 silver
Oh.
on top of the 51.
Never mind.
You don't need that.
I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy a rune that's wrecking for my punching.
So now that I have said that, I'm removing it from the inventory because we have sold it.
The hand wraps. A rune appears upon them. The rune
Well,
sage gives you much.
So
One day I will be
do
able to make those. One day.
Do you need to attach it, or does it come attached when I buy it?
There's the part of like etching runes into items. This little stone tablet engraves in and kind of sets into it. So I think you can etch them into an item.
Cool. I'm gonna buy that, and then I'm gonna go back to the circus and practice punching things.
And I need to roll some Arcana checks to learn some spells from these
Sure.
scrolls. So let's see. I have a thing. Let me find my thing. So I have Spellbook Prodigy. Takes half the normal time. When I critically fail, I get a failure instead. When I fail, I can try again after a week. As opposed to, did I put the rules for learn a spell?
Let's see here.
Did.
Learn a spell. Alright. Learn a spell. Spend 1 hour per level of the spell. Have materials and attempt a skill check. So first level or cantrip is 2 gold, second level 6, third 16. And that's the highest you can cast at this point, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, 2, 6, 16. DCs are 15, 18, and then 20.
Okay, so I will roll then. Let's do the higher level spell first.
Okay.
Which is gonna be haste. 18. For a level 3, it's a DC 20. Can I hero point it?
Yeah, it's a check and you get a hero point. Sure.
31.
Oh!
Do I get anything on a critical success?
You expend half the materials
Half
and
the
learn the
materials.
spell.
Awesome. So that's only 8.
So with Horatio's incredible magical knowledge, begins learning the haste spell.
And then write this down. Endure Elements is a level 2.
6 gold, DC 18.
23.
Got it. And that thing lets you learn spells at half the time, so this is like just a day for you.
And then the least important is Alarm. It's a level 1.
2 gold, DC 15. Got it.
17. All right. I know 3 new spells.
Hooray!
Wizards.
There's something you can spend your money on.
That's all I got.
Alrighty. Anyone else have any other downtime activities that they are trying to accomplish? Basically, you have about 3 or 4 days until efforts for really working on the circus proper come up. So you have some days to do things as you like.
I'm just still gonna. Can I try another? What is it, diplomas or
Another walkabout? Sure.
Yeah. Sure, since we have a couple days.
Yeah.
See if I see anybody from the menagerie that I recognize.
Let's see here. Yeah. So, on probably the third out of 4 days of walking around looking for something, Awarshus, with your cloak pulled up, you do spot Delamar, the one who you met originally coming into Indara Paldrine's office. Seems to be the one who usually is going about doing errands and looking about. You kind of catch him on your way into town. So part of you kind of gets that he's been snooping, looking about, maybe not passing very close to your the Wayward Wonder Circus at all, but talking up a local guard and kind of every once in a while making a gesture over, like, get a load of this shit, to the local guard. But in terms of any other rumors or things like that, people are starting to talk a little bit more about your circus and, like, what are they going to do? How is this going to work down? Is there a circus feud brewing? So some people are kind of getting into that. But, one thing that's been constant about Mistress Dustlight is that she keeps everything very close to the chest. She's not letting a lot of secrets or any kind of plans or machinations out. Probably, assuming that you could kind of just do these walkabouts daily, spend a few hours at least every day. On your last day, there's just something about this one place you passed by that you never really noticed in a year and a half ago when you were in this town regularly. That there's a broken fountain, kind of off to like a side street, kind of like a plaza on its own, little area. And it looks like this kind of like sad statue of these mare folk, these mare women pouring out these water jugs into like an empty fountain. And what's strange about it is you kind of look at this and there are a couple of guards posted up by this fountain. That seems just kind of weird. And that's probably the most remarkable thing that you see out of your 4 or so days of traversing about the town.
Okay. I can't really ask them about it, but not that they'd have any answers for me anyway, probably.
We could ask the constable about it.
Yeah, I suppose that's if y'all think it's worth looking into. It did strike me as strange. Why would they be guarding a broken fountain?
Right. I'd like to spend some downtime promoting the circus.
Alrighty. Well, if there's nothing else that y'all are keyed in on trying to accomplish for your own good, we can move over to some of the stuff you might want to try for the circus. And let's see here. Do like a little. There we go. Just a quiet. All right. So we're going to begin the process of promoting the circus. Let's see here. So, did you all decide if you wanted to try to do any of those upgrades?
Big tent is what we decided on.
Big tent. All right. So
I guess we do have to donate some money now, right? How many of us?
Yes.
Or did we,
Yeah.
was that after?
Yeah, because we decided we're going to do it, but we never paid for it.
Right.
So,
the current circus funds are 26 gold, 5 silver. It costs 40 gold for the big tent. So you have 13 gold and 5 silver that you owe from your personal funds.
Well, if we just do
3.
25 gold out of the circus funds, and each of us pitches in 3 gold, then that will also do it, right?
Yes, according to my math.
Let's do that. I'm not a math person.
Yeah.
Let's ask the accountant. What does he say?
I have gold for that.
For what?
But do you agree with your brother's math? It was
Yes.
very complicated.
3
That
gold
adds up.
each.
I would chip in my 3 pieces of gold.
All right, so the tent, the Circus of Wayward Wonders, expands, grows to big size, making your maximum anticipation 50.
Big.
Big. All right.
And then we wanted to do beer.
I think we decided against it, right?
Yeah, we decided no beer.
Okay.
We're gonna be a dry circus.
So we
None
can
of
Should I
us-
do popcorn? I want to do popcorn. And candy floss. I mean, cotton candy. I mean, Papa's beard. I want to do Papa's beard.
Well, unfortunately, Faith, the confections upgrade requires a prestige of 5, and your prestige is only level 4. So you
if we got
cannot get the well, if you got the thing that lets you
Can we get circus peanuts? Those are like prestige -1, right?
yeah, no, you would lose prestige, anticipation, and excitement. The circus
The-
peanuts.
Only world in which getting sugar snacks is harder than getting booze.
Hey, man, beer's cheap. Cotton candy is so hard to make. Like, what do you make it in a fantasy world? How do you do it? Like,
How do you
Prestidigitation?
even you don't even have sugar. That's the thing.
It grows naturally on gnomes.
If you're
whip their hair up, you know.
if this is Europe,
But surely there's some sweet alternative, right?
Like,
Yeah, like
stevia
dates,
stevia cotton candy.
So
Ugh.
maybe it's
honey. I mean,
It's-
the literal answer is honey.
honey flavored funnel cakes.
Okay.
Lots of baked goods with honey.
All right. So, advertisements.
Last time we way overshot.
Well, that's because we had a maximum anticipation of like 20 or something.
Yeah, and now our maximum anticipation is 50.
And we
I
rolled.
don't remember what our total was though. Like, what did we hit?
We got up to 40 something. I remember we doubled it.
Yeah, it would have been
But-
a lot higher, but I just
But we
kinda
got some good rolls in there
got it
too.
at 20. Yeah. So there are advertisement tiers, and depending on what tier you do, is how much anticipation you start off with. Plus, promoting the circus will be able to help out with that as well. So,
There's a handout preparing for the show.
yep. So the advertisements you see there could spend 3,000 gold, and just go ahead and set that anticipation to the max you can have right now.
We should spend time in town, right?
Yeah, so this is in addition to the promoting the circus downtown activity. You kind of like set at the beginning, okay, we're going to do this much for our advertisement tier, and then you got to put out the flyers first, and then
Right.
whoever you have going around promoting it can work with that.
So we can easily, it sounds like, do tier 2 for 2
Oh, yeah.
anticipation.
Sure. I was just trying to decide if we should do tier 3 or not. How much?
That's a big jump in price.
Yeah.
Yeah. your level plus your charisma modifier. 7. I don't think we need to go 4. We can probably just do 2. 5 gold pieces for 2.
Advertisement tier 2. All right, pony up 5 gold.
Is there 5 gold left in the circus coffers?
No. With the big tent upgrade, I assumed you were going to use all 26 gold, 5 silver. plus
No,
We used
We are-
25 gold.
we need 25.
So there's 1 gold.
the 1 gold,
6
5
silver.
silver.
5
So we
silver.
need 4 more gold. Or we could just buy 1 anticipation. And hope we get the other 49 with our society checks.
So if we spend the rest of the coffers, we can then do 7 silver each. And
Okay.
circus itself is flat broke,
All right. Using up
but that's easy to remember.
Yep. Using up the last of the circus's payout, you get up to the advertisement tier 2, giving you those 2 whole anticipation points.
And how much do we pay out of our personal funds for that?
7 silver.
7 silver.
Cool.
I know that Garrett disconnected, so if any of you remember, whenever he gets back on, start a bill, start a tab for him.
3 gold, 7 silver.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the all-important part of promoting the circus. You have a total of 3 opportunities to promote the circus. So,
Whose society check was the best?
I think I am the person who should lead this, right? Because I'm
somebody
gonna have
good
our
enough
best
to aid you?
society.
Yeah, what was it? Fabian that
Yep.
went out and aided
Can
you. I
do.
think.
1 person leading and 1 person aiding.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Horatio leading, and then Fabian helped him.
It was either Fabian or it was me. Either one's fine.
What is your society?
My society is +8. So not great.
But it's better than most of us. Mine's only 7.
Mine's 1. I'm not very
Brothers
social.
can go out, I guess, then and try that. If they can.
Fabian's is 9.
Oh, Fabian says 9.
Well, we can just roll it for him. Oh no! How could he know? How could he possibly know? It's not like this is being recorded.
Recorded, yeah. And put on the internet.
I can roll for Fabian if you want.
I mean, if you want to.
If you want. You know.
Sure.
Sure.
Who's gonna help the cat folk? Who's gonna help good old Jinglepuss?
I think I'm the lead.
You're the helper.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jinglepuss
Yeah.
is the helper.
He
My
is helping
goodness.
me because mine is 11.
All right.
His society is
Jinglepuss
11.
helps out. So first couple days going about Escadar, helping out with the society check. No. So just a straight up
roll.
society check for you, Horatio.
23.
A 23 is a success. What's your charisma modifier?
2.
2. So you generate anticipation equal to your level plus charisma modifier. You generate 7 whole anticipation.
It's a.
So you're trying to make a big show of it, and I guess this is more when the Horatio maybe comes out of his shell a little bit because you're having to go out and advertise the circus show. Of course, the capering antics of Jinglepuss helps morale. It kind of slips a few times, and there's a little bit of nerves too because this is the official we are here as a competing circus to the Celestial Menagerie. And starting to get more attention thereabouts. So the first couple days goes fairly well. Jinglepuss continues to help you out on the second pair of days, and critically does so, which I believe It's a +3 for aid. Let me see here.
It was +4 for my medicine check.
Aid.
+2. Because he is not a master, I don't think.
Oh, for the promote the circus activity, it's just a flat DC 20 to aid, but if you succeed, it's a +2. So the crit doesn't do anything extra, it's just a +2 to your society check ratio.
So +2, 16.
That's with a +2.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Hey,
Second,
you have. No, never mind.
second pair of days is a little not as good. You generate.
You could hero point it if you want to, right?
I think
I
you
don't
already
have
did.
one. I already used it.
Oh,
used
okay.
it on
you
the
did.
learning spells.
Used it on haste.
Yeah. So that generates 1 anticipation in the second pair of days. There's a little bit of waning interest, but Jinglepuss is like, I'm hitting my rhythm. Doing it great, but it's not quite that much.
The first 2 days go well, but then I realized that I never did this when we were part of the Celestial Menagerie. Like, I was just back with what's her name doing the book.
Yeah, so it was.
I actually get more nervous day 3 than.
Yeah, it starts to kind of weigh on you. You're like, oh shoot, I don't know what I'm doing. But you have just 2 more days until the circus is ready to perform. So another society check from Fabian does help. Another +2 onto yours ratio.
All right. 2. 24.
24 is another success. That is 7 more anticipation added on those days. So a grand total of 15 plus the 2 brings your total starting anticipation up to 17.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad, not bad. So begin to think maybe we can do this. Maybe we can put on a show. We're small. Odds are stacked against us, but I think we can do it. We got a bigger tent now. Hold more people. They begin filtering in, coming in ready to see exactly what the Circus of Wayward Wonders is made of. But as they do, others come to the circus as well. Those with bad intentions. We will find out what nefarious things they are up to. Next time on Really Playing Games, The Extinction.